What's up, YouTubers? It's Trace Face. Today's video is 11. I'm sorry. I I think it's actually 10. If I think of what the 11th one was, then I'll add it. Okay, but I'm pretty sure I came up with 10. 10 things, 10 steps to follow once the narcissist is out of your life. Now, this could mean that the narcissist has abandoned you, or you have decided to leave the narcissist. It can go either way, but these are steps to consider in making sure that you are staying healthy and happy and at peace. And so let's get down to it. Number one, the whole meaning of no contact. When you're dealing with narcissistic personality disordered individuals, people that are in the cluster B personality disorder of characters, it sounds very cliche. We've all heard it before. No contact. You want to roll your eyes. But coming from experience, this is the only way. Keeping them in your life for any sort of reason whatsoever is just going to continue to reopen the wound. Okay? All the work that you're trying to do to heal, all the things that you've done, basically if it has been months and you get back together with the narc, it's taking all the work you've done and you might as well just go, you might as well just forget it, like it never happened, because you're going to have to start all over again from scratch. And believe me, I know, and it is very painful. It's now you're on the path of insanity because you're doing the same thing over and over again, and you can't allow that to happen. You can't allow all the work you've done, all the growth you've done to just completely go away once you have allowed conversation to occur with the narcissist. The narcissist is not interested in having a conversation with you. The narcissist is just interested to see only if they have it can draw any sort of emotions out of you at all. And it doesn't matter if it's negative, positive, it doesn't matter to them. It feels absolutely the same to them. They just want to know that they still have some sort of lasting effect on you, because that gives them the power and control to be able to go home that night and go and put their head on the pillow and go to sleep. That's how they sleep. Just, affecting people any which way that they can. It makes them feel wonderful. So do not re-engage with contact with the narcissist, because it will only serve to hurt you in the end. Along with this number one of no contact, keep in mind that no contact also means do not, and I repeat, do not torture yourself to look on their social media pages. Okay? You have to disengage 100%, because let me tell you, they know, or they're hoping, or they're banking that you're going to be looking. Okay? And they get their rocks off this way too. They want to, again, get your emotions stirred up. They want to create some sort of way that they can get you to contact them, or to get some reassurance that you're being affected by them. You cannot do this. You have to block every angle that they can possibly contact you, so that you can truly heal and get their voice and all of that out of what's inside of you. You have to get it out. And again, all the work that you've been doing to try and get yourself to a better place, the minute that you go and you do that, it's taking all the work, the months, the days, the hours, the time that you have done to try and get yourself to a better place, and you might as well take your boot and squish it, because you're going to have to start all over again. And trust me, guys, I know. So you have to have self-discipline, self-control. Tell your friends, do not tell me what they're doing on social media. I do not want to know. Please do not mention their name to me. I don't want to talk about this person. That's what you have to do. Okay, that's number one. Number two, really consider your options of therapy. Now, I have from experience discovered that therapists can either make or break your healing process. There are a lot of therapists out there, and I mean a lot, that are not educated. They are not up to speed with this cycling abuse of narcissism and what it does to people. I have found more help and healing by looking at other people's YouTube channels in the last 3 to 4 years than I have ever gotten through therapy. So I want to encourage you to seek alternative therapy options for yourself. And especially because if therapists don't know and aren't educated on this, and I'm telling you, a lot of them are not. And I also want to say that I truly do not believe anybody could coach you on narcissistic abuse unless they haven't personally been through it themselves. I truly believe that. So consider getting your help and getting your alternative ideas of what you consider therapy to be, and start looking at people's YouTube channels. It is really what has helped me. It has helped me more than any sort of therapy I could imagine, on top of reading the Bible and going to church. That has really just helped me tremendously, getting a better relationship with God. And so I want to encourage everyone to start thinking about that. Number 3, do not get involved with someone right away after you are coming out of a narcissistic abusive relationship. It's just a really bad idea. You know, I've just recently discovered that it's really difficult for males and females to be friends, especially if the male has feelings for the female and the female is not ready for this. It's really hard for the male to kind of put aside, you know, their feelings and what comes with that. And, you know, it just complicates things. It really does. And it's unfortunate if you have someone in your life that you really enjoyed spending time with, if they're the opposite sex and you don't have those sort of feelings, but they do. It can really make things complicated. But also, obviously, getting, you know, sometimes people say, like, oh, the best way to get over someone is to get on top of someone else. You know, no. Okay? No. If you have a heart, and especially if you're a female, ladies, we all know that our emotions can be quite much at times. And I know from personal experience in my past that it doesn't work. Okay? It's just going to set you up for more heartache and failure. You need to take time. You need to take time and heal your heart and your soul. And, you know, and get physically strong again. Join a gym. You know, do something that's going to better yourself. And getting involved with someone right away, I do not believe is going to help you heal. Now, I'm not saying that you couldn't meet somebody that's right for you right after you get out of these toxic relationships, but just be really careful not to just go seeking somebody to distract you, to help you deal with these feelings, because it can just lead to further on mistakes down the line. And I can tell you from personal experience, if you have not taken that time to heal, you are very likely to get involved with another narcissist again. And as God is my witness, I will tell you, that's what happened to me, guys. I didn't take the necessary amount of time to heal, and I was on rebound mode, you know, and here comes narc. They're all about it. They can smell. It's like you're the shark in the water bleeding, and they're coming for you. So that's number 2. I'm sorry, that's number 3. Number 4, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Drinking. Drinking alcohol, you don't realize this, but alcohol stays in your system for sometimes as much as 48 hours. So, you know, I don't know about any of you, but the residual effects to drinking alcohol stay inside your system and can cause you to be very depressed and have feelings of depression. I don't know if you feel that the next day after you've drank. I know I do. And it can be really overwhelming. And the drinking can lead to these decisions, right, that you wouldn't normally make, like calling the narc, or, you know, or calling someone you probably shouldn't, or go, you know. So really, I wouldn't drink during this time that you've just gotten out. I really wouldn't. And if you are going out with your friends and they are drinkers, you know, you might want to consider who you're going out with and spending your time with when you're trying to heal. And, you know, stick to, like I said, stick to one. If you can't do that, stick to one glass of beer or wine. Do not drink at all, because it's not going to help your healing process. I can promise you that. Number 5, talking to pessimistic people. Now, we all have those pessimistic family members, friends, you know, that we necessarily can't always get rid of. And they're in our lives. These are the kind of friends and family that we do want to stay away from during this time, because they, number one, aren't going to have anything constructive to say to you while you're trying to heal. In fact, they're probably going to make your healing worse. And number 2, you just don't need to be around those kind of people at all while you are in a process that you need to get to, you know, from one end to another. They are going to hold you back with their negative statements, negative ideas, just, you know, negative mindsets altogether. So stay away from those kind of people. They are not going to help you. They are going to hinder your process. That was number 5. I can't read my writing. Okay. Sorry. I was doing scribble this morning before I left for work. Do something. Number 6 is do something. Do the things that are going to make you feel good, and get that narc's voice out of your head. It's, you know, you got to go back to figuring out who you are. Who are you before these toxic people came in your life? You know, I'm going to be honest. I like to eat. Okay? I always have. And when, you know, you're involved with toxic people that are addicted to pornography and addicted to the gym and addicted to putting you down and making you insecure, as we all know, this is what the narcissists do, it can really wear on your self-esteem, you know. And I can remember, like, feeling embarrassed because maybe here or there I wanted to go pick up some ice cream, or, God forbid, have a brownie one day, or, you know, have a handful of Cheez-Its. You know, I can remember, like, I felt like I couldn't do that around the last narcissist I was with, because, you know, he was so health conscious and, you know, my God, what do you know, he'd make this face and look at me like I'm such a pig. Well, you know something? No, I'm not a pig. That is something that I enjoy, and it's who I am. And you know what? I went through a phase for the last year where I literally did not deprive myself of anything, okay? I ate what I wanted. I still tried to remain healthy. I'm back going to the gym. It's on my time right now, okay? It's my time. This is about me. This is about what I want to do, what I like to do, as long as I'm not doing anything that's truly going to hurt me or hurt somebody else, okay? So think about the things that maybe you want to do or that you liked to do before the narc got involved. You know, and to add to that, yeah, now I'm really back on my own journey. I always did like to eat healthy and stay in shape, and I'm back there again. But you know something? I gave myself a year. I really did. I gave myself a year of doing something that I felt deprived of and something that I do enjoy occasionally. And so I just encourage you guys to think about some of the things that you might have really enjoyed before the toxic person came about in your life and made you feel like crap. Okay. Number 7, try something new. Try something new that you've never done before. It seems really scary, right? To go sit in a karate class, or to take a business class, or to go skydiving, or, you know, do something you've never done before. It's going to make you feel magnificent. I promise you that, because this is the time. This is the time to just kind of go get out there and do something that is just you're going to feel scared to do, and then once you've done it, you're going to feel so great about yourself. You're going to be like, look at you. You know, look at me. I did this. I did something that I never thought I could do, or that I always wanted to try, and now I'm doing it and I am getting such enjoyment from it. And along with that, you could also do something new every single day that is going towards your goal that you're trying to reach. So spending that time and putting that time aside every day to reaching your goal, you're going to feel really great. You know, that time that you could be sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, or feeling sad, or feeling depressed, or whatever it is that could be not so great or healthy to do. Take that time instead and put that time aside to something that's going to help you for your future. You're going to feel great about it. You're going to feel accomplished at the end of the week. Your self-esteem is going to build. Number 8, get a pet. If you don't have a pet, let me tell you, is the quickest way to warm your heart. Pets are just spiritually, you have a connection spiritually with pets that you wouldn't get with humans. You instantly feel better when you're around pets. And, you know, depending upon your situation, if you can't have cats or dogs where you live, maybe think about maybe like a gerbil or a rat. You know, rats are very interactive. People think they're gross and they have these long tails and like creepy eyes, but actually rats are the most interactive rodent you could get that loves you. Like, you can get this thing to just absolutely like love on you, and you love it, and it gives you little kisses, and it just makes you feel great because you get to take care of something, and it's this equal exchange relationship, and that's something you need, especially coming out of a narcissistic abusive relationship. Number 9, go to warm places. I'm talking warm places like maybe you want to join a church, volunteer at really at places that people could use some help. The quickest way to healing, I also think, is helping other people. And when you can spend that time on people that are in a worse, you know, could potentially be in a lot worse, more of a situation than you are, and you're able to see that and get that perspective, it's going to give you perspective, and it's going to warm your heart and make you feel great that you did something productive to help somebody else. You're not so focused on yourself. And finally, number 10, this is praying and fasting and meditating. And I have my own ways of doing this. I know some of you have asked, and I should definitely do a video about how I pray and fast, and how fasting and praying is the quickest way to tell you, to see how often that you live by the flesh. And living by the flesh is something that narcissists do every single day, all day long. They do not exhibit any sort of, compassion or self-discipline. And so, they're just living by the flesh. They're doing things all the time that just make them instantly, instant gratification. Whereas people that are not narcissistic actually have that ability to not be that way, and to kind of give themselves a little check-in on how we can be living better. And so I believe the quickest way to do that, and also to heal your heart and to get delivered yourself, is through prayer and fasting and spending some time every day meditating. So those are the 10 steps. I hope it helps some of you. These are the things I've jotted down that have really been helping me. And just don't forget that you do not have to tolerate toxic people in your life. The only thing you have to do every day is find ways that are going to make your day as productive as possible, that you're going to feel as good as possible, so that you can be an example to others. I am Trace Face. It's time we all face the truth together. Please like, subscribe, comment. It's the only way we're going to get this information out to others, to help other people stay away from narcissistic personality disordered individuals and live a better life. Thank you.